Picture this. You're on a flight cruising at 35,000 feet halfway to your destination. Suddenly, the captain's voice crackles over the intercom. There's been a change of plans. Your flight is being diverted to a different airport. What happens next might seem simple. Land, refuel, and continue. But the reality is anything but. A diversion sets off a chain reaction of costs, delays, and logistical nightmares that ripple across the airline. So, what really happens when your flight gets diverted? Let's break it down. For passengers, a diversion can feel chaotic. You've paid for a direct flight, but now you're landing somewhere unexpected, perhaps hundreds of miles from your destination. Maybe it's bad weather, a medical emergency, or even air traffic congestion. Whatever the reason, the disruption means missed connections, delayed plans, and the inevitable scramble for updates from airline staff. Passengers often ask, will the airline provide accommodation, food vouchers, or rebook me for free? The answer is, frustratingly, it depends. In the EU, for example, regulations may require compensation if the diversion was within the airline's control. In other regions, the level of support varies. But no matter the policy, passengers rarely walk away feeling like winners. Behind the scenes, a diversion is a costly affair. For starters, there's fuel. Flights are carefully planned to carry just enough fuel for the journey, plus reserves. Diverting means extra fuel is burned, and refueling at a non-primary airport often comes at premium prices. Then there's the airport itself. Landing at an unscheduled airport incurs fees, landing charges, parking charges, and sometimes even handling fees for baggage and catering. If a diversion involves international borders, customs and immigration procedures might also add complexity and cost. On top of that, the airline may have to compensate passengers for delays, provide accommodation, or rebook connecting flights, further eating into margins. For low-cost carriers like Ryanair or EasyJet, where profit per passenger is razor-thin, even a single diversion can wipe out the profits from an entire flight. But it's not just about the direct costs. Diversions also wreak havoc on an airline's revenue. Aircraft are scheduled with near-military precision. A plane flying from New York to London isn't just bringing passengers to Heathrow, it's also meant to turn around and fly back. A delay at one end cascades through the entire day's schedule, perhaps the next few days too. Missed connections mean passengers might abandon their journeys entirely, forcing airlines to issue refunds or pay compensation. Meanwhile, revenue from ancillary sales, like seat upgrades or in-flight meals, takes a hit as well. For cargo airlines, the stakes are even higher. Time-sensitive shipments, like medical supplies or perishable goods, can lose value if delays push delivery past critical deadlines. Then there's the logistical side. Diverting to an airport where the airline doesn't have a base is a challenge. Imagine landing at a small regional airport with no staff, no spare parts, and no ground handling contracts. How do you get passengers off the plane? Who will refuel it? If there's a maintenance issue, do you fly in engineers? What about parts? Even finding crew can be an issue. Pilots and cabin crew are subject to strict duty time regulations, and diversions often push them past their legal limits. This means bringing in fresh crew, which can involve flying them in on another plane. All of this adds time, complexity, and cost. Airlines operate as networks, and a delay in one place can ripple across the system. That plane diverted to an out-of-the-way airport might have been scheduled to fly another route later. Passengers waiting for that next flight are now delayed. Crews are out of position. Maintenance schedules are thrown off. For major hubs, the effects can be even more severe. A diversion means the aircraft isn't able to depart for its next flights on time, disrupting the day's schedule and potentially hundreds of passengers. This domino effect can take hours or even days to fully resolve. Given all this, it's no surprise airlines do everything they can to avoid diversions. Pilots are trained to assess a wide range of factors before making the call to divert. They'll weigh the safety risks of continuing against the operational and financial implications of landing elsewhere. Sometimes the choice is clear. A medical emergency or engine failure leaves no room for debate. Other times, it's a balancing act. Do you divert to avoid turbulence or risk passenger complaints if you don't? Do you skip a diversion and risk running low on fuel if the weather worsens? There are, of course, famous examples of diversions that turned into PR disasters. In 2010, a Ryanair flight was diverted to France due to bad weather. Passengers were stranded for hours, forced to wait in a closed terminal with no food or water. The backlash was fierce. highlighting how diversions can backfire if poorly managed. While frustrating, diversions are sometimes the safest and only choice. They might save a passenger's life during a medical emergency or avoid landing in dangerously bad weather. Ultimately, diversions are a reminder of the incredible complexity of aviation. So next time your flight gets diverted, remember, behind the inconvenience lies a complex decision designed to balance safety, cost, and logistics. It's frustrating, yes, but it's also a glimpse into the fascinating machine that keeps us flying. If you liked this video, you'll love this one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.